Hello everyone, it's Narinder here. Today I will be speaking on the topic the global impact of climate change. Let's explore the challenges and solutions together. Imagine waking up and seeing smoke in the sky, your neighbors leaving their homes, and firefighters trying to save what they can. That's what happened in California wildfires in 2024. It's impacted my own family. My sister in law, who lives in California, had to stay indoors for days because of the wildfire smoke. It's caused billions of dollars in damage. And it's not just California. Disasters like this are happening all over the world. Climate change is no longer a future problem. It's a crisis we are facing today, impacting our weather, economy, health, and even the places we call home. So let's start with what causing climate change. Most of the change is caused by us, by human activities. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas, or cut down too many trees, we release greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, making the planet warmer, and that causes big changes in our weather, our oceans, and even the air we breathe. Let's talk about the problem, how climate change is affecting the world. As the earth gets warmer, floods are becoming stronger and more frequent. Wildfires in California have increased by 400% in some areas. Hurricane Ian in 2022 caused 113 billion in damages. Typhoon Rai in Asia killed over 400 people. Arctic ice is melting fast, 13% per decade. If this continues, cities like Miami and Jakarta could go underwater. These are not far off possibilities, they are happening already. Climate change is also hurting our economy. In 2023, the US lost 165 billion due to weather disasters. In Europe, a heat wave damaged crops and raised food prices. Even big insurance companies are starting to back away from covering homes in risky areas. That means family not get help after a disaster. Nature is suffering too. Animals like polar bears and walruses are struggling to survive because they are losing their icy homes. As the ice melt, they have nowhere to hunt, rest, or raise their young. Coral reefs are dying, which affects fish and the people who depend on them for food and work. Our health is at risk. Smoke from wildfires makes breathing harder, especially for kids and seniors. Heat waves are also deadly. They kill thousands of people every year. When I hear all these stories, I think about my own family and the children I work with in daycare. And I ask myself a question. What kind of world are we leaving for them? Now let's talk about solutions. What we can do. We can stop making the problem worse by cutting down on pollution. Use clean energy like solar, wind, and water power. We need to move away from the fossil fuels and invest in renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. These technologies are becoming more affordable and accessible every year. Let's think about our daily choices too. Walking instead of driving, using energy efficient appliances, and supporting businesses that prioritize clean energy. Drive less, turn off lights when not in use, and support green companies. Even small actions at home, using a recycling bag for groceries, can help if we all do them together. Governments around the world need to take action. They must create stricter rules on pollution. Planting more trees and protecting forests can help clean the air naturally. The Paris Agreement is one example of global promise to fight climate change. We need to stick to it and go even further. We also need to prepare for climate risk by building things like flood barriers and stronger homes. Educate communities on how to live responsibly, like recycling, using less plastic, and saving water. In our own neighborhoods, we can start with awareness and small changes that add up. That's how we start, one step at a time. To wrap up, I will say climate change is already reshaping our world. Wildfires rage, storms grow stronger, and economies are shaken. But if we have the power to change this story, if we act boldly today, we can protect our planet for future generations. So I leave you with this question. Will we be the generation that saves our earth or that one watches it slip away? The choice is ours, and together we can choose hope. Thank you so much for listening.